Hey, what's happening, guys? It's Salka here. Happy Wednesday. I didn't do a video yesterday because I was in the studio yesterday working on an album and just in a different headspace. So today I'm just going to do a very quick little mindset shift for you, and I'm going to talk about a book that I just read. This is going to be the first of several mini book reviews I'm going to do. I've been reading almost a book a week since this year started. Some of them are short, so I'm not a speed reader or anything. It's something that I'm committed to. Initially, my goal was to read 2 books a month, but there's some short books out there. So this is one of them, actually. It's called Who Moved My Cheese? And I didn't buy this book for years because I think the title is terrible, actually. It's really cheesy, no pun intended, but it's millions of people have read this book, and there's some good stuff, good takeaways from this book. A lot of people in business read this book, and there's some good mindset shifts in this book. So I'm just going to give you the quick takeaways, okay? Who moved my cheese? Essentially, a bunch of guys go to a high school reunion and they tell the story. The story is about 4 people that are dropped into a maze. 2 of them are rats. One's named Scurry, one's named Sniff, and the other is named Hem, and the other's named Haw, like hemming and hawing, complaining, right? And so Hem and Haw are like little people, and Scurry and Sniff are rats, or mice, for that matter. And so, cheese is a metaphor for other things, but basically, there's different cheese stations. This is funny. There's different cheese stations in this maze, and one of the cheese stations starts drawing up, and so Scurry and Sniff, because they're always on the move, they're always active, they wear their running shoes and they scurry off and they sniff out some cheese elsewhere. Hem and Haw, however, are complaining, and they slowly see their cheese start to dry up, and they think, oh, more cheese is going to come, and they're kind of complaining, and they're, kvetching, if you want to use the Yiddish word, and they're wondering what happened to Scurry and Sniff. Of course, Scurry and Sniff are eating cheese somewhere else, and so, days go by, a few weeks go by, and the cheese supply that they have dries up, and so now they're hungry. So Haw, as in Hem and Haw decides to stay put because he thinks, oh, everything will stay the same, cheese will come back one day. Hem says, you know what, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna run around the maze, and I'm going to see what else I can see. And so he he puts on his tennis shoes, and he goes for a run, and he realizes that God, actually getting over the fear of getting out of my familiar zone and going for a run in the maze actually feels pretty good. So he goes for a run, and he doesn't find cheese first day. Goes back. Second day doesn't find cheese. Finally, he finds new cheese. And at this point, Haw never left. Haw just stayed put. And Hem's eating new cheese, and he wonders what happens to Haw. Sometimes he thinks about him, he worries about him, but he's got to survive. So, that was a very short synopsis of the story. So, Hem finds new cheese, Haw kind of fades off into the sunset, and Scurry and Sniff are doing well. So what is this all about, really? What is this? Cheese can be anything. Cheese can be a business opportunity. Cheese could be money. Cheese could be food. Cheese could be your health. Cheese could be whatever. And so Scurry and Sniff are people that are always hustling, right? They're always out there. They're hustling. They're always looking for new opportunities. They're always on the move. Hem and Haw, people that are a little slower to change. Haw is someone that just complains, never changes, never looks for new cheese. And Hem is someone that, while in the beginning, takes a minute to make a decision, he finally says, you know what, I have to get a move on. I got to take steps to protect myself and survive. And so as you listen to the story, you might find yourself relating to somebody. Maybe you're a Scurry and Sniff. Maybe you're just always out there hustling. You're always looking for new things. You're always doing stuff. Maybe you're more like Hem or like Haw. Haw's like, the world's changed. Things aren't the way they used to be, etc., etc. Hem complains for a while, and then he kind of gets off his butt and does something. And I think I'm actually slightly more like Hem, a little bit more like Sniff and Scurry. I'm more like Hem because I actually like things I have this faulty belief sometimes that, you just make it, things stay the same. But that is not true, and more, faster and faster the world is changing, right? So for example, in my life, when my advertising page left America, United States, I had to make some decisions. I was depressed for 2 days. I was, definitely. It was a huge source of income for me, and life-changing, amazing. And it was a blow. It took me a minute to recalibrate. And then, fortunately, Multistream came along right then, and Traffic Monsoon, and I was able to transition and take action. And so I was kind of more like him. It took me a while to put back on my running shoes, get out there and do it. But eventually I did, and now it's working. And so now I'm starting to be a little bit more like Sniff and Scurry because things change a lot online. The different businesses come all the time, different opportunities, things are changing. So you have to just be ready to be flexible and to change with the times, but also be on the lookout for new opportunities, because there's always new opportunities every day. And so that's my synopsis of Who Moved My Cheese. I forget the name of the author. I should probably write that down below. I'll find a link for you guys. You can check it out. But the last thing I want to say with regards to change and whatnot is, if you're in Traffic Monsoon and you're a little frustrated with the withdrawals at the moment, taking a little bit longer, I highly recommend you check out the Yellow Brick Road system, which will be a system below. You can check it out. It's a free system, combines Traffic Monsoon and Power Lead system, which is something that every business online can use. Every business. And it has 4 corners, of course, and a automated wealth network, which is a beginner's guide to online marketing, which everyone should have. And if you are an advanced or intermediate marketer, you want everyone on your list to have AWN, because it'll give them a sense of how this whole thing works. And there isn't a product out there that I know of that puts it all together in a very systematic, sequential way for a low ticket. So definitely recommend that. Anyway, stay tuned for more videos. I hope you enjoyed my little synopsis of Who Moved My Cheese, and I will see you soon. Peace.